There's no such thing as diaspora wars. Everybody that's black in the world just hate on black Americans. That's it. They look on TikTok and they got information from their government or whatever, and they just want to talk about us. That's it. And think they better than us. We the main character. We don't give a fuck. We literally don't even know nothing about none of y'all, and y'all always coming for us. But at the same time, always want to be like us. It's just crazy. Rapping? What are y'all rapping for? Even the way they wear their wigs. Oh, wigs came from here. Yeah, you didn't wear them like us. We don't even do nothing y'all do, but y'all always copy us. Keep on learning about us. Well, never ever come here, and if you do, you still hate when you get here. And we still will never know nothing about y'all. It's amazing how we really don't care about nothing y'all got going on. Keep hating, so y'all the only ones at war.
Hello, good people. Welcome once again to my YouTube channel. For those who are new here, I'm Marvin, and please and kindly feel free to hit the subscribe icon below and follow my page. Make sure also you share this video to family and friends so that they all can know what is happening in this world and in this regime. On today's episode, our focus will be in why does the black people have no diasporic allies. From the first video, you can clearly get to see and understand that it is not the black Americans who start diaspora wars. It is clearly black people all over the world. People always feel they want to start war with the black people. On a recent viral video, we could also get to understand that black Scottish people clearly wanted a diaspora war with the black Americans. This shows how this group of people, the black Americans, are getting war urge from all over the black people in this world. This is not good at all because black people always are at the top of the chain. That's why many people want to be at the same level with them. Diasporas wars like South Africa versus black Americans, we witnessed that. We also witnessed different types of diasporas wars in America and in black American perspective. We can also get to see there was a new diaspora war that emerged, which involved the black Scottish people versus the black American people. Black Americans clearly are not at war with anyone. It is people who are around the world who want to start war with them. That's why we are here to answer this question. Why do the black people not have diasporic allies? It is because people always want to compete with them. People always want to be at the same level with the black Americans. That's why they start this online diaspora war. On a recent diaspora war between the black Americans and the African Americans, clearly it is the African Americans who started the boycotting of the black Americans, but the black Americans responded by boycotting the African breeding business. This shows you how black people and black Americans do not start this war. It is only the people who are around them want to start the war so that they can get more upper hand than the black Americans. With the second video, we can also get to understand the subject matter because it is a clear definition of what I mean. And we'll get to understand and answer this question: why does the black people, the black Americans, have no diasporic allies? Which means no kind of group in this world can get to defend the black Americans, but majorly many group of black people are against the black Americans, not only the white people. This shows you how the black American are at war with everyone who wants to be at the top with them. Let's watch the following videos I've compiled and we will come back at the end and discuss the subject matter and support it. Let's watch the following.
Let's talk about why it feels like Black America has no diasporic allies. White supremacy engineered a global system of racial management designated to create a permanent exploitable class, i.e. Black America. Its masterstroke was the diasporic division stratagem. What is the diasporic division stratagem? It is a deliberate and historical strategy employed by white supremacist systems to foster prejudice, distrust, and social friction between Black America and other members of the African diaspora. This stratagem is designed to prevent global Black solidarity by promoting harmful comparative narratives and weaponizing cultural differences, thereby ensuring that no unified coalition can effectively challenge the existing racial hierarchy. This was done by placating most of the African diaspora with conferred identities, while subjugating Black America to proximate alienation, a state of embedded exclusion meant to perpetuate captivity. This strategy ultimately backfired. By being forced to build the very system that oppressed us, Black America developed an unparalleled understanding of its mechanics, making us the key to eventually dismantling the entire system. Here is how the strategy works. The core of the diasporic division stratagem, or DDS, by granting certain forms of identity, white supremacy created a false sense of power and belonging that redirected energy away from revolutionary change. For example, in Latin America, they were granted a place in a racial caste system while still being oppressed, but this offered a defined hierarchical identity that fostered a sense of structure and belonging within a colonial system. In the Caribbean and in Africa, they were granted nation-state identities, flags, and independence. This created post-colonial nationalist identities, which created a powerful source of pride and a perceived win that focused on building the nation within the colonialized identities and borders rather than challenging the global system that created them altogether. The outcome is that these groups were given a container for their identities, i.e., nation states and caste systems. This placated them as the fight became about managing their own designated space rather than tearing down the entire structure. The other half of this is controlling Black America through proximate alienation. The U.S. model of racial management is uniquely brutal because it's a denial of any form of sovereign identity. Total alienation. Black Americans were given no ethnic designation, no land, no flag, and no nation state. Legally defined as non-citizens within the nation that we were building. Forced proximity. Unlike the colonies, Black people were enslaved and segregated within the dominant society, not on a distant plantation. This created proximate alienation, the state of being physically and culturally close to the center of power while being systemically excluded from it. The goal was to create a permanent, exploitable domestic class that could never coalesce into a threat because it lacked unified bonds of shared, recognized identity or homeland. The permanent slave class was meant to be a predictable, controlled engine of labor. However, this backfired. The strategy to keep Black Americans captive forever failed because it created the conditions for its own analysis. Proximate alienation forced an unparalleled education. We became the forbidden observers. Forced into a front row seat of whiteness, Black Americans became expert analysis of white culture, psychology, and the mechanisms of power. We had to learn it in order to survive. Also, the separate schooling during separate segregation. During segregation, Black-only schools became spaces where Black intellectual class could develop independently. We were taught the master's tools, right? Western curriculum, but from a critical, isolated perspective. Learning to adapt and repurpose the information for liberation. This produced a culture of profound innovation. Jazz, hip-hop, AAVE, and a tradition of radical critical thinking. From Du Bois, Black liberation movements like the Black Panther, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Because we were denied a past, we were forced to forge a future. So this is how DDS thrives, right? There is a subconscious hierarchy. Everyone subconsciously recognizes the hierarchy of identity, right? Groups with nation-state identities often view their identity as more valid or authentic than the synthetic, struggle-forged identity of Black Americans, right? This becomes weaponized division, right? Diasporic tensions build when Caribbeans and Africans view Black Americans as less cultured or the cause of the problem, right? Then they reject the umbrella term for global Blackness, preferring their national identities over our racial solidarity, right? Then turns into the internalized policing, focusing energy on policing who is Black enough instead of unifying against the common system of white supremacy. The ultimate goal, to ensure Black Americans have no allies, keeping the global diasporic divided, weak, and unable to form a legion necessary to challenge global white supremacy. All right. This makes Black America the key to global revolution. Unlike other groups, Black Americans were never bought off with a flag or a nation-state identity. That means that our struggle has never been for a place within the system, but for a total transformation of the system itself. The condition of proximate alienation provides the most clear-eyed, uncompromised, and penetrating critique of the white supremacist system, because our understanding of it was forged inside the belly of the beast. Global liberation requires recognizing DDS as a deliberate strategy and uniting under shared identity, not based on colonial containers, but a shared goal of liberation. It requires the diaspora to listen to the unique understanding born from Black Americans' unparalleled position.
Listen, as Black Caribbean people and Africans and Black Americans, I understand that we're supposed to be in this fake diaspora war right now. And I know that there's a lot of people who are not the smartest tools in the shed giving their opinions on these things. But I just saw a comment that really rubbed me the wrong way. And the person was basically saying that Black Americans don't have any culture. Yes, the fuck they do. Listen, I stand 10 toes deep in anything that I've said about them. But one thing we are not going to pretend is they don't have culture. Because yes, the fuck they do. They have amazing culture. I'm going to name some of the things that I'm jealous that they have. At the top of that list is Black sororities and Black colleges. As a Jamaican living in Canada, we do not have that shit over here. I mean, we have York University that's as Black as it gets. There's no such thing as sororities. We don't have steps. We don't have all that cool shit that I see that they have over there. It always looks like such a great time. It's just parties and fun and Black love and just, love it. Next up, soul food. Let me tell y'all about the first time I had catfish. I had a fucking revelation. I said, this is how y'all are eating over here? My dad lives in New York, so, spent a lot of time over there. Went to Sylvia's. I got a soul food platter, and baby, that changed my life. Collard greens reminds me of Jamaicans' callaloo, but sweeter. We mix ours with saltfish sometimes. They put pork or ham hock, I believe, in theirs. There's a reason why their backs are so big. Baby, they can cook. And I say that as somebody who comes from a family of big backs. Next up is music. R&B, soul, hip hop. And see, this is where I get kind of a little bit touchy because music is such a melting pot. And when you look at the ingredients in that pot, there's so much influence. It's a mixture of beats from other Black cultures. You might find a little reggae in there. You might find a little Afro beats in there. You might find a little Latino beats in there, which a lot of those Latino beats can be traced back to Afro-Latina beats. You mix it all together, you have fucking greatness. And they can create some bomb-ass fucking R&B. Can't nobody touch them on that. I give them that. Another one is country music. Do I look like a country music fan? No, you wouldn't think so, but I do love me some country music. And obviously the best country music I've heard have come from America. More specifically, Black Americans. Another thing I'm jealous of them about is their family reunions. Baby, they know how to throw a family reunion party. I travel a lot alone, and one of the things I've always been jealous of, especially when I'm on trips, is when I see a Black family together, either on vacation or at a resort. They're just doing their family thing. Baby, they will always have a good time. They do all the matching t-shirts and everybody from grandma to aunts and uncles and cousins and just I love it. I love seeing it. And I'm very jealous of it because it's not something that we really do in my culture. Jamaicans are known for only getting together when there's death, when there's a night. So I do love the fact that they don't wait until somebody's dead to celebrate life and to celebrate each other. Last but not least, I love Black American history. I'm a sucker for their history. Yes, a lot of it is painful, just like our own, but I do love how strong they are and how, just like us, they've managed to create so much out of basically nothing that was given to them. So yeah, we can have our little disagreements and our back and forths and our diaspora war, but one thing we're not gonna do is say that they don't have culture, because they do.
With this episode, clearly I would love to know your response. I would love to know what you think about this episode. Clearly, thank you so much for being with me here till this end. It's not an easy journey, and it's not easy for you people to stay up to now with me. And congratulations to you. God bless you, and God bless the Black American family, and God bless the Black people all over the world, because we are the ones who build this world. I believe so. Well, with the question, clearly I believe all of you have gotten the answer, and from the comment section I will clearly get to understand and how you understand this episode. With the last video, we can get to understand that it is not the Black Americans who start the diaspora was. The last video, the woman clearly has said he came across a post where it was saying, do the Black people have culture? The Black Americans. Clearly, she is from Canada, and she clearly admires the Black American culture in United States of America. I myself love the R&B culture. I love the manner in which they talk. I love the family gatherings of the Black American. Clearly, it is not the Black people who start the diaspora wars. It is their allies who start them. That's why they have no diaspora allies. Well, I can be on the wrong, but you will correct me. What do you think? Do the Black American family have diasporic allies? Are the Black Scottish the allies? Are the Jamaicans, are the Black Caribbeans their allies? Clearly, I believe, but all in all, Black Americans receive support all over the world. Clearly, it is only the white supremacists who are always against Black Americans. Share your response, share what you think about this episode, and I will humbly reply to you, good people. See you on the next episode, and remember, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share to your family and friends for it to reach a high magnitude of people. Let me know your answers in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.